In the women's game, the UCCS women's team had a tough night. They fall to South Dakota Mines. But now it's time for the men's game. Let's talk a little bit about a tale of two teams in this game right now, Jeff. If you look at UCCS, the men's team, they're on a win streak.
Yeah, four game win streak, yeah.
In contrast, South Dakota Mines are on a 9-game skid, losing, so this bodes well for the Mountain Lions.
Does bode well, but we've got to be cautious, right? This is a good opportunity for a dangerous trap game where you play down a level. I know that the Hard Rockers have been hit by the injury bug for a while. I also know that, and I will remember this from the early part of the season, they beat up on the Mountain Lions up at home in South Dakota. Beat them by 17. So
80-63.
Yeah, I think what stuck out most to me was their three-point shooting percentage, and it was well over 500. It was like 565. And when you see that number, the first thing that jumps to my mind is UCCS, ride the wave because you're playing great D, but here's the deal. Focus on that perimeter defense, especially if the big man isn't playing or just coming back gingerly, that is with the Hard Rockers, then go ahead and force the issue on the perimeter D. Let them be challenged. Don't just give them those shots as what happened in the first game. So that would be my assessment there early on.
Well said.
Yeah.
He's Jeff King. I'm George Holden. We're getting set for men's basketball, Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, NCAA Division II here at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. And the men's teams are coming to their sidelines and getting ready to go. The tip-off straight ahead right here in Colorado Springs at UCCS. And Jeff, you look at both these teams right now. We've gotten to know this UCCS men's team pretty good here. The coaching staff, assistant coaches Alex Snyder, Jeff Sweet, John Thies, Eric Simpkin, and the man that makes it happen, the head coach in his 6th season, Jeff Cover, and his bunch. We've seen them go on a streak here. Can it continue?
Oh, he's cultivated a wonderful, exciting
Ed Bork wins the tip, but it goes to South Dakota Mines underneath the strip by Ross, and it stays with South Dakota Mines.
So it does look like the big guy is playing for Hard Rockers tonight. That would be Von Nita.
Logan Ellers to get the ball in.
Yeah, he's active around the rim. So.
Yep, Fiddler with the ball. Quick timeout. And in the game for UCCS, the big guy, Ian McDonald, the junior. The three guys, Bork, McDonald, and Barnes. And number 20, Vandietta from Fort Collins, Colorado, 6'10".
Yeah, from Fort
Pull-up
Collins
jumper.
High School. Nice shot.
Gets it.
It was a sweet shot.
And that's number 10, Troy Brady, freshman, 6'1", out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado.
He's
Speaking of Brady.
Yeah, exactly. Talk about
we're going to see Tom Brady on Sunday.
No relation.
Again. It kind of goes without saying lately.
I think this is his nephew, right? No.
Tom and the Brady bunch. Bill Belichick. They're looking for another ring. Yeah. They're going to run out of fingers pretty quick.
All right.
Elijah Ross brings it down the floor for the Mountain Lions. As Ross goes, the Mountain Lions go. The trigger man. Back up to Wilson. Back to Ross. Ross, 6 foot, but he plays a lot bigger.
Oh, that's a nice
feed.
pass.
Nice pass by Ross to Bork.
Great pass by Ross.
And we are just underway in Colorado Springs. Glad you could join us. Out to Brady. Inside to Fiddler. Fiddler looking for help. Out to Heath. The big guy. Tries to get it inside. Wow. Good job by Bork.
Great job by Bork.
For the Mountain Lions.
Yep.
He's come on late in the season here. Wilson, he's quick. Out to Bork. Bork will stroke it from outside. In and out. And rebound by Logan Ellers, 6'7", out of New Zealand. That's Heath with the ball. Back to Vandietta. Shot clock at 17. We're tied. Good movement.
Watch
Spins
Ellers.
looking for the big guy inside. He'll take the shot. And Bork. What a foul. And you look at both these teams where they stand right now. UCCS 10-11 overall, but the key is they're 7-8 in conference, Jeff.
Yeah, they're 7-8 in conference, but like I said early on, ride the wave here. I mean, they got the big mojo going for them. Let's keep that moving.
Hits the first one from the line. And that's Logan Ellers.
He's their top playmaker, George.
Yep. They're South Dakota Mines. They're 6-14 overall, 3-12. They've struggled in conference play, especially on the road.
Yeah.
Ellers gets the second one. We'll get into a little bit about the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference and break it down a little bit for you, who's where. Ross with the ball. McDonald to Wilson. And back out to the Lewis Palmer product, Justin Smith.
Oh,
Rebound.
Yeah,
Vandietta kicks it out to Brady. Fiddler. Back to Brady. Good defense by the Mountain Lions. The feed inside.
Look at that.
And nice finish.
Ellers.
That's Logan Ellers, 6'7" sophomore forward.
Yeah, he's a good one.
He is. McDonald back to Smith. Smith to Ross. Ross, good pass, good look underneath to McDonald. And they'll draw the foul. Elijah Ross, the junior guard, 5'11", 180 out of Eagle Crest High School. He's fun to watch.
I love it. Love him. Just a great all-around game.
Very confident player.
Yeah, great shooter, great playmaker.
Nice pass back out to Wilson. He thought about it, but he'll pull it down.
I like this kid's
Great.
potential.
Oh, good feed underneath and the dunk by Justin Smith.
What a feed.
Thunder and lightning right there.
Yeah.
And trap defense, trying to get it back out to Brady.
What a feed to Smith by Wilson under the basket. That was fantastic pass.
Long range three, in, out. Bjork with the board. To Ross, push up the floor. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith will get inside. Good look, good move, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, way to take it there.
Justin Smith played his high school ball for the Lewis Palmer Runnin' Rangers. Great high school basketball program there.
Absolutely.
Van Pelt, number 24, checks in. Number 10, Padit Wang will check in. He's a difference maker.
Smith out there with those shoes, liking those. See those
and
things?
Padit's a sophomore. Smith.
Nice free throw shot there.
Good shot.
Yeah.
And Bjork and McDonald to check out for the Mountain Lions. Good effort by them thus far. We've yet to see Barnes.
Yet to see Barnes. No need to get to Barnes at this point. Just
Barnes transferred out of Wyoming.
I know it.
It's a Division I college.
Yeah. And he's a good-sized body in there, too, when you need it.
Number 44, Isaac Kortemeyer, a freshman, 6'8", out of Rapid City, South Dakota, checks in for the Hard Rockers. Justin Smith tries to tie this game up. And it's in and out. No love on that one.
Yeah.
Jay Keith with the ball. Ross outside, guarding Fiddler. He's a good defender, too. Kicks it back out, working it around. Sets it up. Looks inside for help. Goes back door. The big guy. Nice shot by Logan Ellers.
Nice little jump hook, huh?
Yep, little roller there.
Yeah, perfect.
Three-point advantage, Hard Rockers. Ross with the ball for the Mountain Lions to Van Pelt. Back to Wilson. To Smith. But Wang cuts inside.
Okay.
And a push-off foul. Good job by Smith.
Yeah, nothing wrong with taking that down low either, forcing the issue, getting 24 in foul trouble potentially.
Brandon Malone will check in, number 23 for UCCS, and also Dalton Walker, number 20. And Smith checks out, and so does Wilson. Love to watch Walker shoot the ball.
Oh, yeah. Really one of the nicest shooters out there, at least that form, sound.
Saw Josh Barnes walk by in front here. He's big. He's big.
Yeah, I thought we had an eclipse going on.
Malone to Walker. We've seen him have some great nights shooting the basketball here at the Lions Den. Ross pulls up.
Oh, that's
in, out, rebound. Kortemeyer, the big freshman. Jay Keith brings it down, kicks it off to Fiddler. Out to Brady. Back to Heath. Brady loses control momentarily. Shot clock at 10. Good defense by UCCS. The feed inside of the steal, and Walker comes up with it. Here comes Ross. Nope, he thought about it. Feeds inside
there
to
you
Walker.
go.
Great pass
Nice
by Elijah
pass.
Ross.
That's what we're talking about right there. Nice
Ross
assist.
bringing the sauce.
Yeah,
Good look.
definitely good look. Capitalizing on the turnover. Love it.
Elijah Ross, good job feeding the ball. A little bit reminiscent of Steve Nash and John Stockton style of basketball.
There you go, yeah.
Big guy, Quartermeyer working against Van Pelt. The fadeaway. Good job by Van Pelt, but rebound. Knocked away, Quartermeyer. Back to Heath. Heath to the big guy. He'll get it. Good move by Quartermeyer. Ross brings it down the floor. It's a three-point game. Mountain Lions want to close the gap. Walker, good passing by Ross.
Bang.
Off the rim, good board, and stripped by Brady. Comes back door and picks his pocket. Up.
Oh, nice
Underneath,
left
good
hand.
finish
Nice
by
left
Brian
hand.
Orr, 6'6" guard out of Macomb, Missouri.
Yeah, great left hand move there to the basket. Wonderful.
Michigan.
Nice adjustment in air.
Underneath the Van Pelt. And the big guy, Barnes, will check in for the Mountain Lions. Van Pelt misses off the rim. Fiddler setting it up. Out to Heath. To Orr. Brandon Malone in the game, missed some playing time, but he's back and healthy.
Oh, that's pretty.
Nice running shot by Brian Orr there.
Pretty shot there.
Yep.
Nice touch.
Ross to Wang. Padit to Van Pelt. Ooh, almost loses it, but Malone gets control. On the left wing, back to Ross. Pretty good defense by the Hard Rockers. Out to Malone. Walker, pull up.
Oh.
Got it!
Oh.
Stop, pop, and let it drop. Dalton Walker.
Oh, that's a common theme in his game, huh?
Dalton, the dead eye.
Beautiful.
Quartermeyer to Brady. And that's the way to get in this game quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fiddler guarded by Ross. He's a scrapper. Orr works his way inside on Dalton. Off.
Whoa.
Good job by Ross. Rebound Walker. Here comes Ross. And loses it.
Oh, Brady.
And Brady comes back.
Kick.
Walker and Van Pelt forces it and gets the shot.
Wow.
Impressive. Brady.
Boy, he quarterbacked that to the backboard, didn't he?
Yep. Fadeaway off the glass. Brady, and I got the Patriots pun there. Jeff King. In his infinite wisdom.
Yeah, right.
Malone to Van Pelt.
Yeah, I need a little more movement out there by the Mountain Lions.
Ross.
Uh-oh.
And a foul
all right.
on UCCS.
Yeah.
Barnes, number 22. And number 2, Titus Reed, the freshman, will check in for the Mountain Lions. A quick timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 12:07 remaining in the first half. South Dakota Mines leads UCCS 16-10. You're watching men's college basketball, NCAA Division II in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. I'm George Holden. He's Jeff King. Keep it right here. We'll be right back. Lions Den in Colorado Springs. Division II basketball. George Holden and Jeff King, glad you could join us for the second game of a doubleheader. In case you're just joining us, the UCCS women's Mountain Lions teams fell to South Dakota Mines earlier. Under 12 minutes in the first half. South Dakota Mines with the lead and the ball. The runner, and good.
Wow.
Number 5, Jake Heath, the sophomore out of Melbourne, Australia. Brandon Malone brings it down for the Mountain Lions. Dalton Walker, he is 2 for 2 in this game. Titus Reed, number 2, the freshman. Walker pulls up another one.
Wow.
Got it! Loaded launch. Dead-eye Dalton Walker, 3 for 3 early in this ball game.
Boy, that was pretty again.
Yep. When you're hot, you're hot. Now with the ball, Brian Orr. He's had some good shots.
Yes, he has. Oh.
Bang! Outside.
Wow.
The answer, Jake Heath.
Heath answering now.
Both these teams are knocking the lights out early. Brandon Malone to Titus Reed. Out to Petit Wang. Thought about it. Looking for Walker inside. Just a little too much on it.
Yeah, a little too much.
Looking for the cutter, which he should do. And McDonald, number 21, will get ready to check in for the Mountain Lions. Number 3, Anastasi, the junior. Tell you, number 5, he's a good shooter, Jake Heath.
Heath is, he's deceptive on the court, too. He's got great awareness.
Yep. Long
Look
arms.
at that, Dixon.
Not a big guy. Rebound, Petit Wang with those long arms.
Yeah, there he goes.
Gets his way in there.
Whoa.
Good handles.
Excellent move.
Oh, almost finishes it. But he'll go to the line. Petit Wang.
Way to take it up, though.
Sophomore guard, 6'4", out of Overland High School. Both teams will call another quick timeout. South Dakota Mines 21-13, and Jeff early on, UCCS, Dalton Walker, he's 3 for 3, obviously.
Yeah.
He's feeling it early. Ross, I'm impressed, doing a bang-up job with the feeds and the assists. Yep. And what a great job to be able to spread the wealth, feed everybody else on the floor. You got Brandon Malone healthy. He's back. He's trying to get his legs back under him. But we haven't seen a lot of Barnes yet. We'd like to see Smith a little more involved.
Smith got a little involved there, then we got away from it a little bit. Yeah, he's definitely a key aspect in this offense, as well as the D. He's just an all-around good ball player, but it is 5 players out there. I saw a little bit early on Wilson, too. I love the way that pass underneath the glass there for 2 transpired. But I'll tell you what, kind of feel a little bit right now in the arena here in the center of kind of taking a breath, a little bit of a letdown to a degree, just emotionally. On the other hand, South Dakota playing very smart. High percentage shots are dropping.
Yeah.
Passing the ball very well. You know, I could have sworn Heath looked on my cheat sheet when I wrote down they need more of Heath. As soon as I wrote that down, kid drains it 2, hits a 3.
His ears were burning.
Yeah, they were. And he was out there moving, I'll tell you.
Yep. And speaking of, we went over to the coaching staff for the home team, the Mountain Lions, South Dakota Mines, their coaching staff. Michael Lindsay, assistant coach. Ron Rehard, assistant. Eric Glenn, assistant. And the head coach, Jason Henry, for South Dakota Mines. Petit Wang for the Mountain Lions at the line. First shot is good. Speaking of shooting, so far in this game before the break, UCCS 4 of 8 from the field at 50%, 7 of 12 for the Diggers, 58.3%. Second shot, good. He's a good free throw shooter. McDonald to check in for Petit Wang. And he's a rangy guy, kind of guy.
Yeah, rangy guy. We got JB in there right now, which is going to be fun to see.
And I like to see when he gets inside and starts throwing his weight around. I like to call him Jonathan Thunder Barnes.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, that's a good matchup.
Yep.
To watch against Von Nieta, excuse me.
And Barnes playing good defense, and Reed will come up with the board for the Mountain Lions. Here they come. Wilson to Walker, and tries to get the pass underneath to Barnes. He does get it. Fights for it. Trying to shoulder his way in. Oh, pass stolen, and stolen back by Titus Reed.
Reed
back to Walker. Good awareness by Reed.
Very good.
Wilson, he is quick off the dribble, knifes his way to the bucket. Made it look easy.
He made that look real easy. Talk about a quick first step, my goodness.
Man. Yep. He's got different gears.
He does.
9:30 remaining in the first half of play in Colorado Springs. Pass it off to Orr. Orr to Anastasi. Takes the shot. Got it!
Pretty shot.
Drills it from outside. And here comes Wilson. to Walker. Back to Reed. They're happy to have him back in the lineup.
No doubt.
Walker pulls up.
Oh.
Got it! Walker unconscious from outside. Bringing it down the floor. Anastasia, Cave Creek, Arizona, 6'4" junior guard. Elijah Ross will check back in for the Mountain Lions. Brady to Vignetta. To Dixon. And Scrappy on the floor.
Yeah, Reed.
Bjork and Ross will check in for the Mountain Lions. And Orr will check out for South Dakota Mines as Jack Fiddler checks in. Fiddler from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, a Colorado product.
Yep, good one too.
They've had some pretty good teams up in Highlands Ranch,
oh, yeah,
just a few. Out top, Anastasi the junior. We're guarded by Ross. Bork in the big guy now for the Mountain Lions. Going up against Vignetta. Misses. Reed out to Wilson, one-on-one. The pass to Walker and the finish. Beautifully orchestrated by the Mountain Lions. Walker's having a good night. Brady. Back to Fiddler. Looks for Dixon. Reed muscles his way in. Brady to Vignetta. Behind, ooh, good handles. Ooh, good pass by South Dakota Mines. Brady from outside. In, out, and they say it's off the Mountain Lions. Justin Smith, number 5, will check in. Titus Reed, number 2, checks out. So far, Jeff, we've seen since that last time out, UCCS has had a good push.
Nice
they
push.
They storm right back. It's a 1-point ball game.
Yep.
And right now, if you're UCCS, Dalton Walker's your guy.
Well, Dalton Walker's the guy. He's definitely lighting it up right now. He's already got, I believe, at my count, 11 points on the first half. A spark that they desperately need. The other thing is the coach. Culver's made some nice little adjustments, getting Reed and Wilson in there right now. Little spark plug going on. We got a little bit more movement happening now. I think the Mountain Lions are starting to wake up a little bit. Come on out and start playing a little more aggressive ball. That's the key here.
Yep. And looking at these two teams during this timeout, the last time they met, Saturday, December 2nd, they met up in Rapid City, South Dakota, and it was an 80-63 win for these Hard Rockers. But you look at that game, fast forward to tonight, this is a different Mountain Lions ball club.
Totally different Mountain Lions. They've got they're riding the wave right now. Got some real strong wins to their resume. Hard Rockers back in that moment early on in the season, just out-rebounded, cleaned the glass well, and shot 565 from three-point land. So tough to beat a team when they're hitting like that. So adjustments, two different teams now playing. And as we move deeper in, UCCS the more confident team right now.
Right. We talked about in the pregame, UCCS on a win streak, but the South Dakota Mines Ball Club, they're on a 9-game skid. So UCCS is trying to use that to their advantage here tonight.
Absolutely.
Brandon Malone will check in momentarily for the Mountain Lions. Mines with the ball, driving hard inside. Nothing there. Back up top to Brady.
Excellent defense.
To Fiddler. Looking for help. Out to Trey Smith, number 33, and now Brady outside. Got it!
Nice shot.
Tags it from outside. Ross to Wilson, back to Bork. They do the Bjork, McDonald, Barnes rotation. Ross outside. Got it!
Wow.
Ross is boss from outside. And we're tied at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. And head coach Jason Henry for South Dakota Mines is not happy.
Not happy at all.
Vignetta, the big guy, with the ball. Back to Smith, looking for some help. Vignetta, looking for Fiddler. He cuts, back door. Underneath, good look and good finish by Fiddler.
Wow, that was pretty.
Ross brings it back down. Smith to Wilson. Last time we saw him play a couple weeks ago, he had a monster night here. Back out to Ross. To Smith. Ross thought about it. He'll drive, force the shot.
Nope.
Too much.
Yep.
And Vandietta with the board.
Good collapsing D there by the Mines.
Yep. Back out to Brady. You're going to hear that name a lot this weekend. Actually, the last couple weeks you have.
Yeah, no doubt.
Will he do it again? We'll see.
Wow.
Outside. Boom.
Interesting release there, huh?
Smith.
Wow.
Never in doubt.
Nothing but net there.
Yep. Wilson to Smith. Back to Ross. 5-point advantage. Hard Rockers. Reed inside. Kicks it out to Wilson. And a foul.
Uh-oh.
And they're going to call Fiddler. I'm sorry,
No.
Brady. And Dalton Walker will check in. Dead-eye Dalton Walker.
Yeah.
God, man, this guy can gnash the net.
Nice job by these two coming off, Reed and Smith. Fantastic.
Yep. Barnes
Way to
getting a
hustle in
breather
there.
as well.
Definitely moving, getting more involved. More movement. A little quicker out there.
Yep.
Wilson, speaking of quick, huh?
To Ross.
Look at that.
Drives inside, and he's going to
Yeah.
be fouled.
Yeah.
And he knifes his way to the
He does.
basket.
He knives. And that was just one of the Mines players sticking their hand right in the way. That's all they could do.
Yep. If you could draw fouls, that's a good start.
Yeah.
Ross to Malone. Back to Ross. He wanted Bjork. He's not up. He's going to do it. Bjork on Vandietta. All the way back out to Wilson. Nothing there. Shot clock at 5. Wilson looking for help. Oh, the pass. The no-look. Wilson to Bark.
What a no-look pass.
The
Wow.
dish and roll.
The no-look. Beautiful.
Impressive.
by Wilson.
5:09 remaining in this first half. 3-point game. Hard Rockers lead the Mountain Lions. Out to Brady. Vandietta looking for the cutter. Loose. Errant pass. It'll go Mountain Lion way. Under 5 to go in this first half of basketball in Colorado Springs. Glad you could join us. The RMAC NCAA Division II. In case you're joining us, the women's team for the Mountain Lions, they dropped one earlier to South Dakota Mines. And the men trying to continue their streak here at UCCS.
Oh,
Ooh,
just
nice little lefty there.
Yeah, too hard.
Didn't get the fall, but good look by Ed Bork. Brady feeds inside to Quartermeyer. Working against Bork. Got it. Nice little touch by Quartermeyer. Ross has had a really good, a solid night with assists.
Absolutely.
And Barnes, the big guy, will check back in. Wilson from way outside.
Oh!
Got it! Load and launch. Isaiah Wilson buries it. Jake Heath. Wow. Down the floor. As Josh Barnes comes right in front of us and talks to head coach Jeff Culver. Want to make sure they're on the same page.
Yeah, definitely.
Outside.
Wow.
That one there. What a shot by Trey Smith, the 6'4 freshman out of Ohio. And Ross to Walker. Oh, that's his first miss, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right, George.
Brady pushing. Closing in on 3.5 in the first half. Back to Quartermeyer. To Smith. Good defense by the Mountain Lions. Ross getting physical up front. Brady. Pull-up jumper. In, out, Malone. Got it. Here comes Ross. Wants to cut the deficit. Back to Malone. To Ross. Looking for help. Outside. Got it!
Wow.
Ross. Stop, pop, let it drop. Under 3 to go. And it's a 2-point ball game. Hard-fought contest in this first half in Colorado Springs. Justin Smith, number 5, will check back
nice
in.
cutter.
Benny Wang. The finish by the Hard Rockers.
Brady.
Yep, Brady off the glass. Ross to Walker. Walker to Bork inside. Working on Quartermeyer.
Nice move.
And not enough. And the board. And he steps out.
Wow.
Push. Timeout on the floor.
Wow.
2:27 left in the first half of play. A 4-point game. It's close. South Dakota Mines leads the Mountain Lions of UCCS 37-33. Stick with us. I'm George Holden. He's Jeff King. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Colorado Springs. We got a good one here at the Lions Den. The home team down by 4. They're on a win streak, and they're looking to make a push here in February for the possibility of a postseason berth, but they've got to start here tonight with a win. Titus Reed, number 2, will check in for UCCS. Isaiah Wilson, number 1, he's had an impressive first half. He'll check out and take a breather. And Jeff, Titus Reed, it's good to have this team to have him back.
I like seeing Reed out there. So aggressive. Such a good set of hands there defensively, all around the ball. Excellent awareness. Nothing but positive things there.
Chatfield High School. Inside to Trey Smith. Good defense.
Away from the ball.
And the foul's on Elijah Ross, and he's talking to the official. He's pleading his case a little bit. You got to be a salesman.
Oh, definitely.
You know, you walk to the official and say, "Really?" I mean, that's not like me.
Hey, all the world's a stage right now.
Right.
You know, always with
right.
That. Yeah, he's fun to watch.
Joshua Barnes. I like to give nicknames to players. He's Joshua Thunder Barnes.
You know, I like that.
The big guy, Elijah,
like that,
the boss Ross.
Yeah.
And Deadeye Dalton Walker.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like an Old West gunfighter, doesn't it?
It sure
Deadeye
does.
Dalton
Deadeye
Walker.
Dalton, yeah.
I'm going to tell him that, and I'm going to ask him if he likes it.
Great.
Heath with the ball. He's a pretty good shooter.
JB out there.
The feed. And in. Good finish by Isaac Quartermeyer. Rapid City, South Dakota, 6'8". Under 2 minutes to play in this first half. Ross to Reed. Back to Panit Wang. To Justin Smith. Back to Ross. Looking for something to open up. Ross wants Smith. Backs up. Looks.
Oh,
got it.
Pretty.
Nice move by Justin Smith.
Great little jumper there.
Number 5, keeping the Mountain Lions alive. Under a minute and a half. Anastasi to Fiddler to Quartermeyer. Back to Heath. Spins back to Fiddler. Barnes and Quartermeyer. And Quartermeyer gets the best of him on that one. 1:06 remaining. And Van Pelt, number 24, he'll check in for UCCS. Barnes posted up. Nice pass to Reed, and the finish underneath.
Excellent pass.
Great job by Joshua Barnes.
Well, that was nice. Very nice.
48 and counting. Van Pelt won't check in. Long range shot, got it.
That's his third.
Trey Smith, the freshman guard.
Wow.
And Jason Henry, head coach for the Hard Rockers, he is not happy. He's upset. Pleading his case to the official. Another timeout on the floor. 37.7 ticks. South Dakota Mines 44-39. And Jeff, you look at the rotation for UCCS, they're knocking on the door. They're knocking on the door. They're getting the rotations. I like what Ross is doing. Like what Wilson. Obviously, Dalton Walker, Barnes has played well. Smith. I think they're right where they need to be, but that rhythm's not quite there yet.
Well, and testament to Coach Henry right there. He's making the right adjustments, the right changes, substitutions, I should say. And needless to say, Quartermeyer and Smith have stepped up nicely off the bench.
Yep, sure have.
Kept the distance, keeping UCCS off balance.
South Dakota Mines, they're 3-12 in conference. UCCS, they have come on strong in conference play. Ross, he'll be content to milk the clock here.
Yeah.
20 seconds on the clock, 12 on the shot clock. Ross
shot.
Inside to Smith. Smith back to Ross. Ross, pull-up jumper. It's short.
Whoa.
And we are under 10 seconds. South Dakota Mines. Good push, stripped by Petit Wang, and it's UCCS ball. Great defensive play.
Excellent.
By the Mountain Lions.
Good hands there.
Yep. Great defense. Isaiah Wilson and Ed Bjork will check in. And the big guy Barnes and Petit Wang will check out. But good defense by Petit Wang.
Yeah.
4.8. And for all intents and purposes, they'll get the last shot. And good steal by Anastasi. The shot, in and out. And we are one and done. One half in the books at the Lions Den in Colorado Springs. Right now, South Dakota Mines leads UCCS 44-39. George Holden along with Jeff King. We're at halftime here in Colorado Springs, home of Pikes Peak, home of unseasonably warm weather today, about 58 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
But you know how it works in Colorado. We'll wake up tomorrow morning, it'll be -6. You never know. I'm hoping I don't jinx us, but we'll see how that goes.
Right.
And right now, the first half, we've seen a rapidly moving, pretty entertaining first half. Seen a lot of good things, Jeff, out of the Mountain Lions. A lot of good feeds, good shots on the finish. Dalton Walker knocking the lights out, missed one shot.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's getting involved in the mix. The problem is UCCS has to find a way to at least slow down these shooters for South Dakota Mines because there's 3 or 4 guys that are shooting well.
Well, and we've used this term before, chess match. And this is what we're experiencing right now. Testament, I should say, to San Diego. What am I talking about? I'm thinking about Old Home.
Well, you and I were both born there, but that's beside the point.
Exactly. But South Dakota Mines has really made the nice adjustments. Coach has got the good substitutions going on, and he's getting production out of the guys that are coming off the bench.
Absolutely.
So Quartermeyer, definitely one of those. Trey Smith, impressive. 3 threes as a freshman. This kid looks like he's been playing for a while, looks quite confident. That constant substitution game, I don't know. Right now I have a feeling that UCCS is about ready to lift off.
I do too.
Don't you? It's
knocking at the door.
They're knocking at the door. Just some adjustments made by Mines has kept them off balance a little bit. I will say fantastic play by Wilson. Amazing passes. Assist with Elijah Ross. Fantastic. Yeah. Dalton, as you call him, Deadeye, spot on. Inside play, fine. I don't see anything. It's just a chess match. It's very close right now, but one of these teams I think is a second half team. From my vantage point, it's been UCCS in the past. I don't see any different today. I expect them to come out a little more intensity, taking it to the rack, making these things count. They're taking some good shots. Both teams are equal on bench play as well.
Correct.
So, both coaches are doing what they got to do. Players are playing, and they're starting to catch fire. UCCS starting to catch fire a little bit here, I believe.
That's a great way to put it. Great summary. Just to piggyback that before we go to the break here at half, we'll bring you all the second half action. You look at UCCS. Right now, it looks like from a mental, emotional standpoint, once they get over the hump and take the lead in this game, I think they'll get some wind in their sails to take off.
That's what I'm feeling right now. It's that mental edge. They came out and they got, we got a team in the Mines at a 9-game losing streak. We're on a 4-game uptick against some pretty quality competition, Westminster being one of those most recently. And they're thinking, well, we can take this team. The thing is you get yourself into that mindset, and then you could set yourself up for failure. Von Nieta down low, that's a nice little that's a welcoming back for the Mines. And you know what? A different dimension of play. And now it's a different scheme. So all things equal, it's a coin toss right now, but I'm expecting UCCS to launch.
Yep. Well said.
Yeah.
I'm George Holden. He's Jeff King. We're at halftime at the Lions Den Gallagly Events Center in Colorado Springs Division II basketball. And you're watching this on the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Network. We'll take a quick break and stay tuned with us. We'll bring you all the second half action. This is going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
Well, today we are hosting the first or inaugural Bike Summit in Colorado Springs. People are here today to focus on bike advocacy, bike friendliness, and work toward having a stronger bike culture in our community.
It's a much lower bar to entry than I think a lot of people think it is, because you don't need a really expensive bike. You can ride whatever bike you have. It's not as complicated as I think some people make it out to be.
Just get out there, try and become a voice. It's those voices that are going to affect change, and that's what we need here.
At the end of the day, it's really taking that energy and harnessing it in some way, and then getting it to really move the needle, to talk to policymakers, to be talking to our business environment.
We all need to work together to make Colorado Springs a friendlier place for biking.
I think this is a big deal, though. I think we're going to look back at this day and say that was a watershed moment, that it really sort of started a new chapter in bicycling in Colorado Springs.
The mountain lion can travel up to 370 miles. Located primarily in North America, these majestic creatures can traverse a large variety of terrain. There are, of course, some natural barriers. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
Okay. Only one more day before finals. You got this.
What I like most about UCCS is the resources. Not only do we have a really breathtaking view of the mountains and the sky and the nature here, but it's the positive atmosphere. Everybody here supports you. Everybody here wants you to succeed and build your life to its fullest.
Almost there. Keep going.
When I'm in this environment, I feel like I'm getting closer to success.
The majestic mountain lion, one of nature's most powerful predators. Primarily indigenous to the Americas, this big cat is known to make its home just about anywhere. Although most consider them to be solitary in nature, these big cats actually show advanced social intelligence. This cat is known to be territorial, and as such will fiercely defend its territory from other big cats, employing a blend of power and stealth. Except during courtship. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion. The mountain lion is one of the strongest members of the feline family. The average mountain lion lives 5 times a day and consumes up to 3 times its weight in protein. It shares many characteristics with its domestic counterparts, the good and the bad. UCCS, find your inner mountain lion.
I finally found the healthcare I've been looking for. It's the UCCS Health Circle Primary Care Clinic across from University Village on North Nevada Avenue. The nurse practitioner managed clinic is a perfect fit. I have longer appointments so I don't feel rushed. And we've created a personal health plan that's really working for me. UCCS Health Circle is more than a provider. They're my new healthcare partner.
The majestic mountain lion, the perfect combination of size and deadly agility. This big cat is capable of speeds of 40 to 50 miles per hour, when properly motivated. UCCS, find your inner mountain lion.
Well, today we are hosting the first or inaugural bike summit in Colorado Springs. People are here today to focus on bike advocacy, bike friendliness, and work toward having a stronger bike culture in our community.
It's a much lower bar to entry than I think a lot of people think it is, because you don't need a really expensive bike. You can ride whatever bike you have. It's not as complicated as I think some people make it out to be.
Just get out there, try and become a voice. It's those voices that are going to affect change, and that's what we need here.
At the end of the day, it's really taking that energy and harnessing it in some way, and then getting it to really move the needle, to talk to policymakers, to be talking to our business environment.
We all need to work together to make Colorado Springs a friendlier place for biking.
I think this is a big deal, though. I think we're going to look back at this day and say that was a watershed moment, that it really sort of started a new chapter in bicycling in Colorado Springs.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half action here in Colorado Springs. We're at the University of Colorado. The Mountain Lions, Division II college basketball. The men's, they're on a 4-game win streak, looking for 5. Down right now, but not much, 44-39. This is going to be a good one. South Dakota Mines takes the floor. And Jeff, right now, if you're UCCS February, it's win every night. Just worry about where you're at that night, court awareness, get that win, and you can move on to the next one.
Exactly.
So here we go, but South Dakota Mines is not going down lightly. They are,
good move.
And a good bucket by UCCS. And it's a 3-point game. Opening moments of the second half. Ellers to Fiddler, Fiddler to Heath. Petit Wang, little under the weather, but he's playing well, fighting through it. Vanietta inside, misses. Good job by Bork, but he gets a second opportunity, and Bork gets the board. Ross down the floor, the pass to Smith.
Hey.
And has the ball stripped, and no foul call, and Jeff Cover is livid.
That was an obvious grab, my bad.
Looked like it from here.
Sure did.
South Dakota Mines, but again, that's why we're with the headsets.
Thank you.
Feed inside, the miss, and the foul on Bork. 24, Logan Ellers, the 6'7" sophomore, will go to the line for South Dakota Mines.
He's definitely one of their key players. They're going to need a lot out of him this second half.
Yep.
You know who I'm seeing a real active, playing a real active role is Heath.
Oh,
Kid
yeah.
is everywhere right now.
And he's,
that
you know,
intensity is
he's
something.
not big, he's not small,
No.
but he's a talented basketball player.
And he's intense. And this is
Yep.
something I don't see out of UCCS yet.
Yep, Ellers hits the first one.
That
Logan
intensity is
Ellers,
needed.
he's out of New Zealand. Came a long way here to play more basketball.
Boy, he's got a nice shot, too.
Gets the second shot. Justin Smith into Ross. Brings it down. Ross had a strong first half to steal. Fiddler, but Wang gets it back. Ross through the, and a foul. Ross will draw it. Great job going through the legs and going right to left. And he threw the bait, and they took it.
Yeah. And this is actually what Mines wants, a little slowdown in the game.
Yep.
They want this thing to get away. They're playing a nice, solid, fundamentally sound game.
And you can tell the Mountain Lions want to go up tempo.
Yeah, they do. They want. Right now we're idling, and we're like in second gear. We're just waiting for the third and fourth gear, right?
Well said. They're just waiting to find that next gear.
Yeah.
And run away.
Need a spark.
Ross, pull-up jumper, in and out, rebound. Vandietta, 6'10" sophomore forward. Out to the right wing. Fiddler looking for help, back to Vandietta. To Ellers, to Brady. Drives.
Oh, he's got a nice first step.
In and out, and Petit Wang, Isaiah Wilson.
Yeah.
Gets a little vertical going there.
Nice job by
Petit
Wilson.
Wang. Bork thought about it, back to Ross. And the foul. Brady tries to pick Ross's pocket. Ross will draw the foul. Speaking of Brady, we're changing gears to the Super Bowl on Sunday. Do you think that the Patriots will do it again?
Well,
I don't mind to put you on the spot, but I am.
You are.
Ross off the rim. Hold that thought. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Petit Wang.
Oh.
And Fiddler gets fouled. And he's wincing.
Yeah, he is. He's wincing. Looks like he's got to take a good shot. I don't know if that was from Smith. Yeah.
Sometimes when there's a crowd of people around a basketball, you got to mix it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. Especially, I remember in basketball getting inside with the 6'8", 6'9" guys.
Oh, yeah.
Playing, the elbows are flying. That's kind of dangerous when you're not that big.
Absolutely.
Heath brings it ball down, I should say. Brings the ball down. Out to Brady on the left wing. Good defense by the Mountain Lions. Ellers stripped by Justin Smith.
Oh, there we go.
And Bork with the ball. Across, knocked away. Brady gets it for the Hard Rockers. To Fiddler.
Oh.
It's off, and Smith gets it. And a technical foul called on Jason Henry, who's still
livid,
yelling. And the officials are talking it over.
Wow.
And he is still hot.
I'm thinking he was.
And the officials are going to do it. They're going to call the tee.
Yeah. He was thinking Fiddler was fouled, I believe, but.
Jason Henry, head coach of South Dakota Mines, and his assistant coach comes up to be a, like you are, he's a buffer.
He's a buffer.
And Henry goes back. And the official very calmly explaining to him, here's what happened.
Yeah.
I think you have to be an official, you have to have a very calm demeanor.
You do.
You know?
Balance.
Elijah Ross will shoot from the free throw line, the technical foul shots. Got it.
Solid.
Yep. It's a three-point game.
Maybe that's the pivotal point.
Plays like that, when you add them up, you come back post game, that could be a factor.
Well, and that's what I'm thinking. Maybe this is the pivoting or turning point.
This is the change of the game.
Yeah, this could be.
That moment. We'll see.
We'll see.
Gork to Petit Way. George Holden with Jeff King at Colorado Springs at the University of Colorado. Men's basketball. Isaiah Wilson outside off the rim. Bork fights for it.
Good hustle.
Gets it. Back to Wilson. They could cut it here. Ross to Justin Smith. Smith trying to work his way in. Back to Ross. Shot clock at 14. And Smith, Ross to Smith. He was looking for the alley-oop.
Yeah, he was.
A little too much. Fiddler. For South Dakota Mines. They're on a 9-game losing streak, but right now they're winning. 44, Quartermeyer checks in for the Hard Rockers. And number 21, McDonald, will check in for the Mountain Lions. Momentarily. Brady with the ball. We'll hear that a lot Sunday, too.
Yeah.
Brady. Whoa.
Wow.
A very off-balance, awkward-looking three. You won't see that every day.
What a shot.
And it falls.
Yeah, it did.
Man, I wouldn't like to play horse against this guy.
That must have been for about 27.
Yep. Wilson outside. Got it. Wilson says, I can do that too.
Yes.
Isaiah Wilson.
There you go.
Dalton Walker, number 20, he'll check back in. Dead-eye Dalton Walker. He's having a monster night.
Yeah, he is.
And he's laughing, and I think he likes it.
He does like it.
Let's see if he can keep.
Brady.
And Brady just trades it from outside. This kid's got ice water in his face. And the swat, Bandietta on Ross. But it's a foul.
Wow.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one as well. 15:30 remaining in the second half. This one's heating up in Colorado Springs. South Dakota Mines hanging on 52-46 over the Mountain Lions at UCCS. I'm George Holden. He's Jeff King. You're watching and listening to NCAA Division II basketball, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference in Colorado Springs. Stick with us. We'll be back. We're back, everybody. Colorado Springs. College basketball. The RMAC. Two teams. A little bit of different tale of the tape here. UCCS 7-8 in conference play. They can even up their conference play at 500 with a win here tonight. And South Dakota Mines, they're 3-12. They've been struggling in the conference play. 6-14 overall. 10-11 UCCS on the season. top team in the RMAC, Fort Lewis. They're 13-2. And back down the floor comes Heath and the Hard Rockers. Nice pass inside to Brady. Fadeaway off the rim. Good board by McDonald. Here comes Ross. Up for Walker. Back to McDonald. Overshoots. He was set up. Just a little too much on it. Too much mustard on the hot dog. You like that?
I love that.
And Fiddler to Heath, to Brady, inside. Quartermeyer working against Van Pelt. Heath and Ross. He tries to go back around. Long range three off. Fought for. Dalton Walker gets it. Ross drives. Little too much. Looked good, but we saw
too hard off the glass.
Yep, saw a lot of that in the women's game earlier.
Yes, we did.
Fiddler to Quartermeyer, back to Heath. UCCS within striking distance in this game.
Oh, that's
Quartermeyer,
a good pass.
nice pass
Heath.
Underneath from Heath.
Good assist by Heath. Wow.
Wheels around and lays it in. Acts like he's been there before.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ross to Wilson. Walker drives. Pass underneath. Great finish by McDonald. 54-48. Heath brings it down. And Brady. He's had some big shots from outside tonight. He's been a factor. Fiddler. Back to Ehlers to Quartermeyer. Good defense by UCCS. Heath fadeaway. Off. Board. Walker.
Wow.
Here comes Ross. To Wilson. Wilson back to Ross. Down by 6. UCCS has gotten a foul on 21. McDonald for UCCS. Jeff Culver. Brandon Malone's going in, number 23. Out of Chaparral High School in Parker. And Isaiah Wilson, nope, he stays in. But McDonald to check out. So that could have gone either way.
Either way. Kind of like the Super Bowl this Sunday.
Well, you know, if you're the Eagles defense, you're playing arguably the best quarterback in history.
Yeah.
And the coach. That's a marriage.
Oh, big time.
Boy, if they're on point. Good defense by Elijah Ross.
Absolutely great D.
Knocking it away, but back to your point.
Yeah.
Here to me, switching gears real quick to football, the Super Bowl is that I think the key ingredient for Philadelphia to look at is Julian Edelman's not playing in the Super Bowl.
Well, that's big.
And that's big.
And it is ball control, and it is a running game for the Eagles that has to be maintained if they
want to show up.
If they want to stay in the game.
Well, from my vantage point, if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, on the ground, you're going to get a $120, $130 to win that game.
You have
to. People say this a lot, but you absolutely have to win the turnover battle.
There's no question about it. And down in the red zone, do you take those extra chances with Foles? I don't know. What do you do? Do you settle for 3 or do you go for 7? You were
Brady from the line. Speaking to the other Brady, to answer your question, I think with Nick Foles, don't force it. If it's not there, throw it away.
Right.
But when you're in the red zone, you got to stress you need touchdowns, not field goals.
There you go. That's what I'm thinking. Good call, George.
And long drives.
Oh, yeah, long.
You need good drives.
Yeah.
But
no 3 outs.
We're not NFL coaches, but it's nice to sit and give our thoughts.
Oh, yeah. And
Isaiah Wilson.
It is the biggest game of the year.
It is. Wilson. Oh, the handles. He tries to drive, and he's fouled. Good job by Isaiah Wilson.
Great ball movement.
He threw the bait, and they took it.
Yep.
Dalton Walker inbound underneath. I gave him his nickname earlier when he was checking in. He smiled and pointed at us. I think he liked it.
Love that.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Deadeye Dalton Walker. Back in the day, he could have been an Old West gunfighter. Ross, nice pass to Malone. Malone sets up. Got it! Malone drops it from downtown.
There's one of the ingredients we've been looking for.
Yep. Big shot by Malone. Again, UCCS, they're knocking on the door, but they got to kick it in. Malone outside to Orr. Back to Fiddler. The cutter. Anastasi. Off. Good board by Ross. Got to capitalize. Feeds it to Van Pelt. No foul call.
None.
Here comes Brady, pushing hard, switches, and Malone will get the board. Ross slow to get up at the other end. Malone gets his own board.
Yeah.
Wilson off the board. Van Pelt, and he'll get the foul. That was an interesting adventure, those couple trips up the floor.
Interesting exchange, and it's one of those where the officials just say, let's just let him play.
Yep. Want to give a shout out again. These basketball games here at UCCS for the Mountain Lions, women's and men's games. A big kudos goes out to the media staff here at UCCS.
Great job.
Angie, Ben, Sarah, Michelle, Garrett, Carlton, Lily, Michael, Josh. Great job, guys. Thank you so much. You guys make our jobs easy. And going back to the Super Bowl, let's go back to that. Like you said, it's the biggest game, the world championship of football. You look at Tom Brady. If you don't have Julian Edelman, one of the things that comes up in my mind, you have Gronk, obviously. If you're Philly, he's
clear to go.
If you man up on him, he'll overpower you.
Yeah.
You drop off, he's going to get open. So either way, you got to find the Philadelphia Eagles on the defensive side have to blitz and take chances. They don't have a choice.
No question about it. They've got to stunt, force the issue, maybe force the – well, and the key here, as we've seen throughout the season too, is if you can get to Brady and put that pressure
Rattle
on
him.
Rattle him. That's key. So we'll see what the Eagles have.
Well, what's the old saying? I love it. I've said it for years. I heard it. The best way to mess with a shooter is to wiggle his rifle barrel.
There you go.
You got to get back there and hit him.
Yep.
But you are playing a dangerous game. It's a two-edged sword.
Absolutely.
If you get to him, great. If you don't, and he finds an open receiver, then that's a big play.
Huge.
And I think Hogan has got to be a factor for the Patriots.
Oh, absolutely.
Bork, back to basketball, college basketball. Bork, back to Malone. Jeff Culver talking to his team. Setting up shop. Elijah Ross on the left elbow. Drives inside, back out to Reed. Reed, and the steal by Heath. Jake Heath out of Melbourne, Australia.
Seeing good things from this kid tonight. Great awareness out there. Always where he needs to be.
Nice pass to Quartermeyer. Back to Heath. It's a 5-point game. 10:50 left in this ball game. A lot of basketball left to play. Mountain Lions looking to find their rhythm.
Oh, that's good.
Quartermeyer back door off the glass. Here comes Ross.
Nice set of passes there.
And they're keeping pace. UCCS is hanging around. Malone got it! Malone buries it. Lock, load, and fire.
Chipping away.
Hits the hardwood, but gets the shot. 2 big threes by Brandon Malone. Heath has the ball momentarily stolen. They get it back, and he finishes. Jacob Anastasi out of Cave Creek, Arizona.
Wow.
And he'll go to the line.
Great move there, huh?
Yep.
And one.
Anastasi, 6'4" guard. He's a chemical engineering major. I can't imagine that. I had enough brain damage going to chemistry class alone. I can't imagine.
No.
But that's why certain people have different mindsets.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
It's amazing.
It is.
In and out. Dalton Walker with the board. To Ross. Lang. Malone feeling it. In and out. Looked like it had a chance. And Heath.
Oh, look at this.
The drive inside. Petit Wayne, good defense. Great finish by Wilford Dixon. He's from Napier, New Zealand. A freshman.
Nice spin move.
Ross. Got it! Ross, boss from outside. Timeout. Great answer by Elijah Ross. And, you know, I can't say it any other way. The Mountain Lions are hanging around. They won't go away.
And it's almost one of those, okay, we're going to scratch you within 4, then we're going to fade back to 7 and 6 and just stay in this little hole, if you will.
Dink and dunk.
But then give it to the leader there, Elijah Ross, and he says, nah, I don't think so. We're going to have to engage a little bit more now. So we're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive on D.
Agreed.
And we're going to have to take a little bit higher percentage shot. Let's have a little more movement off ball, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what I'm seeing, too, at times is a few guys standing around that probably could be a little more energized, a little more involved. Yes.
Yep. And add to that, with your UCCS, we go back to that mental edge, get the lead. And it's huge, but once you get over that hump and you've got the lead, it's almost like, whew,
exactly.
You know, it's not over, but we fought, we came back, now we've got the lead. It's up to us to keep it.
And we've seen that a few times this season, haven't we?
We've seen this team do that.
Yeah, a lot. And so, but I'm telling you, kudos to the Mines. They're playing a well-schemed game, and they're getting contributions from about 8 players, and all of them are chipping in. And I got to be honest, I'm giving the star right now to Heath in the second half. He's everywhere.
He is.
He's fantastic.
So,
He's
3 words, next man up, you know?
Yeah.
Find a way to spread the wealth, have fun, and get it done. Yeah. So, pressure defense by UCCS. They're going after it, baring their claws, fangs, whatever. Justin Smith, number 5.
And I do like the aggression. I do. Ratchet up a notch.
You don't wait for momentum, you create momentum.
That's it.
Dixon, back to Heath. He's had a big second half.
He's just
inside
everywhere.
to Quartermeyer. And Bork all over it. And the stuff by Ed Bork, and it'll go back Mountain Lion way. Great job by Ed Bork.
Yeah, great D by Bork.
Isaiah Wilson, number 1. Justin Smith, number 5. Check in. Number 20, Dalton Walker. And Brandon Malone, 23. Check out for UCCS. Good minutes by both of them.
Great job by both.
Solid.
Yep.
Closing in on 9 minutes left in this game. UCCS has gotten close. Off the glass, great shot by Elijah Ross.
There's that leadership surfacing.
Yep, forcing the issue.
Yeah.
Goes right over the top of him and uses the glass.
Chipping away.
Little here, little there. Dixon back to Anastasi. Quartermeyer on the left wing. Anastasi drives, feeds.
Oh!
And they're going to call the foul on Bork. And that's Logan Ehlers, the sophomore.
I think the crowd's looking for running into Bork. Bork was set down there, but I don't know if both feet were down, but still. That's why the jeers coming out of the
That's a tough judgment call.
That is a tough call.
Because you're in the moment, and it's got to be split second.
Yeah.
And you can't hesitate.
Nope. Looks like Mine's getting ready to get Brady back in the game, too, so.
I mean, speaking of Brady, too, I keep alluding back to it because it is the Super Bowl, obviously, and a lot of people are going to watch. How many more Belichick-Brady combinations in history are we going to see?
Yeah.
It's a rarity.
I don't know if we'll.
You had Noel and
we'll see any
Bradshaw, Staubach, Landry, all go through it. Montana, Walsh.
Brady's
but this has been the longest.
Brady Belichick taking it, to another level.
And winning every year.
Yeah. Impressive.
Yep. They have a formula, and it works.
It does.
Smith. Bork sets up.
Hey.
Got it! Ed Bork.
Nice little touch, huh?
That's his spot.
A little kiss off the rim.
2-point game. This one's getting good, or I should say getting better.
Yeah, getting better.
Brady to Heath. Ehlers looking for help. Anastasi Ross goes for the steal. Anastasi, nope, forces it. And Smith with good defense, and he gets the board.
Excellent position by Smith.
They can tie it on this trip. Ross off UCCS, and it'll go South Dakota Mines way.
Yeah.
Timeout on the floor. 7:34 remaining in this game. This one's a nail-biter. South Dakota Mines, but UCCS has cut the deficit, 63-61. I'm George Holden. He's Jeff King. You're watching and listening to Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Basketball, NCAA Division II, right here in Colorado Springs. Stick with us. We'll be back. Back to action here in Colorado Springs at the University of Colorado. The Mountain Lions, they are only 2 points down to South Dakota Mines. Mines with the ball. And he's back in, Vanieta, the big kid. Heath with the ball. Back to Vanieta. They're rotating around. Brady. Good defense by the Mountain Lions. They're getting stingy out there. Ball goes off for the Mountain Lions. It'll stay with the Hard Rockers.
Good looking tee.
Jeff Culver said, what?
Yeah.
Checking in, number 33, Trey Smith, the freshman, 6'4" guard out of Ohio for the Hard Rockers. Heath inbounds. Shot off. Rebound. And the shot clock, no good. Good job on defense by the Mountain Lions.
Yeah, defense definitely has ratcheted up a notch. Need to continue.
The Mountain Lions, down the stretch, they've got to be cat quick.
Yeah.
They got to force turnovers, convert baskets in transition, and try to run away with this ball game.
Yeah, they've clawed their way back in. They're doing nice. They've tuned it up a bit, but again, it's one of those slow burns, right?
Good
it's
call.
been that way all the way.
It is.
Yeah.
But you got to stay after it.
Yeah.
Smith, normally a good free throw shooter, off the rim. You know, analogies when you play games like this, whether you're a player or a coach,
yep.
I always like to go back to taking an axe with a big tree.
Yep.
You got to keep chopping away because sooner or later, timber,
Absolutely.
it's going to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It feels like that too.
Yep. Brady on the right wing, nothing there. He's had some big-time shots in this game.
Sure has.
Ooh. Hands are flying around out there. Heath Anastasi out to Brady. Brady with Wilson. The pass.
Heath.
Shot clock at 5. Heath traveling.
Wow.
Great defensive effort by the Mountain Lions on that trip.
Excellent D again.
And they can tie it on this trip down the floor.
Stingy right now. I like
Yep.
it.
If the Mountain Lions on defense, you got to be agile, mobile, and hostile.
Yep.
Wilson on the left wing to Ross. Back to Smith. Was going to take it. Nope. Wilson.
Away from the ball.
Is that a Bork?
I think it was.
Bork not happy. That was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
6-18. But in basketball, that's a lifetime.
Absolutely. Well, and you had a good chance, an opportunity there because you forced Heath into an error. Then you give it right back. That's going to keep this game close.
Yep. Van Pelt will check in.
Speaking of Heath.
Heath!
Oh, my.
Bobs away from outside. Man. This kid's a shooter.
He can play.
Ross to Bork, to Wang, to Ross. They're moving it around. Got to cut this deficit. Smith. Drives, spins.
Oh.
Got the shot. Great physical effort by Justin Smith. Forcing his way in. He gets the shot. Anastasi, the junior, with the ball. And Bork working on Ellers.
Wow,
good job by Bork. Gets the board. Ross. From outside. Off the rim. Rebound, Justin Smith.
Good board
for the
Smith.
Mountain Lions. Gets back to Padit Wang. Back to Smith. Drives inside. Right there. Good drive to the basket by Smith. Doesn't get it, but he will go to the stripe. That was an aggressive move by Smith. He basically said, get out of my way.
Yeah.
And that was Trey Smith, the freshman, took one to the chops.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Officials are talking it over. Justin Smith, though, good effort. And number 44 for South Dakota Mines, Isaac Kortemeyer will check in, the freshman. Timeout on the court, 5:03 remaining in this game. So, Jeff, we talked about it at halftime and seen this game unfold and turn into what it is right now. And UCCS, they have stuck with it. And they keep coming, they keep coming, they keep coming. They're knocking on the door. At some point, you just got to push it open.
Yeah, and it's the signature move right here for UCCS, and that being their defense.
Yeah.
We've seen it all season, and when they take it to another level, they ratchet down, make some adjustments like they did at halftime. Defense shows up. This is what's made this game a tight game, a three-point game to be exact. Now, credit to Bork down low, boxing out well in the paint. Rebound position's perfect for him. Vanieta, not a point tonight. But what's thrown that whole thing off is the scheme. UCCS having to adjust for that big man down low is enough to get them to think differently. So, anyway, long story short, UCCS has made those proper defensive adjustments, and you're getting good help from Smith down there, down well, playing down low as well with Bork.
Well said.
A double team is deadly.
Yep. And just a quick recap. UCCS on that 4-game win streak. That started on the 19th of January.
Yeah. Western
State right here, 105-100 in a thriller.
That was a great
in overtime.
game.
That was a great game.
Wow.
The next night, Colorado Mesa, they beat them 90-68. That was convincing.
Yeah.
Then they get two big road wins. Metro State and Denver, 84-72. And then they beat Westminster, who's the second-ranked team in the RMAC, 67-61.
Yeah.
So this team has really changed gears later on in the season. Smith got it.
Yeah, it's a good second-half run.
Yep.
Excellent job coaching.
Well, you got to peak when the time is right.
Right.
And when you look at a season, it's a preseason, regular season, postseason.
Yeah.
It equates to good, better, best.
Absolutely.
Preseason, you want to find out how good you are.
Well said.
Regular season, you get better every game. And by the time you hit postseason, you're playing your best ball.
Absolutely. And you see where your role players come in, don't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, that's huge.
Because you don't have a lot of superstars. It's those role guys that make those minutes matter.
Absolutely.
So back to action, under 5 minutes to play. 2 points again. UCCS knows they're in a fight. 4-game win streak, 9-game skid for South Dakota Mines, but they're not playing like it. Feed underneath the Kortemeyer, got it.
Wow.
Back door. And it's that 4-point, 2-point, 4-point, 2-point swing. It's seesaw.
Yep.
UCCS needs to take the lead. Elijah Ross to Wilson. Wilson. Van Pelt off the rim. Rebound. Anastasi. Malone back in the game. He's had some big threes. Brady. Guarded by Wilson. Back to Anastasi on the right wing. Feeds inside to Ellers. Fade away. Misses. And Smith with the board. Here comes Ross.
A little too strong.
To Wilson. And under 4 minutes, the Mountain Lions need to make this count. Off the rim. Momentarily loses it, but Ellers gets it. Number 5, Jay Keith, just not a big kid, but a great shooter.
Great awareness, great ball movement by by number 5. Heath
Yep.
is something else. Eller's fighting down low there.
Yep.
With Smith. That's a battle.
Ross and Heath. Quartermeyer backing up on Van Pelt. Looks for the shot. Got it.
He's had a nice game, too, hasn't he? 44.
He's working it underneath.
He is working.
Ross. Now they're 6 points again. Down. Malone. Back to Ross. Nope. Drives.
Oh.
Misses. Heath. Out to Anastasi. Drives.
Wow.
Got the bucket. And that is a pivotal run by South Dakota Mines.
Huge change.
It was a 2-point game, and now it's not. Bang!
Oh.
Justin Smith
There you go.
drills it from outside. UCCS still with a heartbeat. Under 2.5 to play in this game. Benit Wang. They're going to pull out the stops now.
They have
Malone. You got to play defense. And rebound down here. Quartermeyer working. And he'll draw the foul on Van Pelt. The freshman. 6'8" forward out of Rapid City, South Dakota. Timeout.
Wow.
2:11 left in the game. You know, that last minute or so was key in this basketball game.
Yeah,
because UCCS so close but so far away, right?
Absolutely.
You're 2 points away, and now because of some, not good shots, some fouls, things just don't go your way. All of a sudden, now you're in a different game plan and scenario than you were just a minute ago.
Oh, absolutely. And you're right back into that 5 to 7 cushion that the Mines operate so well in.
Yep.
So another mountain to climb, albeit small, but with this much time left, only 2 minutes, a little bit bigger than we think. So I got to give a lot of credit there to Heath. Eller's down low. And how about Quartermeyer's minutes?
Oh, gosh.
That is just some serious blue-collar work down low where he's banging, he's getting rebounds, he's going back up on a high percentage shots, he's not quitting, and that's a freshman right there. That bodes well for this Mines team later down the road, I'll tell you that. But I'm seeing some good team effort here. Brady not so much in the second half, but had some key buckets. But really the Ellers and Quartermeyer down low, Heath up top. A lot of good movement, so UCCS got to string something together here in the last couple minutes.
Well, here's a quick stat for you. Speaking of Quartermeyer, he is 8 for 10 from the field, and most of those have been right underneath the bucket.
Absolutely.
But as far as three-pointers, Heath is 2 for 2, Brady 2 of 4,
Look at that.
3 of 3, Trey Smith. However, UCCS, Ross is 3 of 4 in threes, Isaiah Wilson 2 of 4, 3 of 4 Walker, 2 of 3 Malone.
Yeah.
They're right in this. They hit a couple of threes.
Absolutely anybody's game right now.
Quartermeyer, they hit a couple of threes. It's a different game,
absolutely.
But got to make it count.
You really do.
Gets them both. So UCCS closing on 2 minutes. You got to hit your shots down here. Barnes back in the game, number 22. Smith to Wilson. They want to get it to Barnes. Ross underneath. He'll get the foul.
Okay.
Smith came over to clean up. And Ross fearless inside in the paint. And Dalton Walker.
And we're going to need more. Going to have more of that and often.
Yep. And Dalton Walker, like we said tonight, he is 5 of 6, 3 and 4 for three-pointers. So if you want somebody shooting the ball, he's the guy. Ross gets the first one. Walker checks in, and number 12, Jack Fiddler, the sophomore, checks in for the Hard Rockers. Walker hits a couple of shots, and anything can happen. We could be looking at overtime.
Oh, well, we've been there before, haven't we?
Yep.
You can see that again. But
that 105-100 game, boy, was that something. And here comes South Dakota Mines. 149 left in this game. UCCS needs the ball back. Brady. And Quartermeyer working on Barnes. Got it!
Jeez.
Quartermeyer spins.
He's having a game.
He is 9 of 11. And Ross drives in.
Quartermeyer again on a block.
No foul.
And a block. Quartermeyer.
Yep. Press defense by the Mountain Lions. They're going to have to pounce. 1:16. Time is a factor.
Reach on Wilson.
And a foul. 1:15 left in this game. And if you're UCCS, you didn't want this to play out like this.
No.
Justin Smith and Brandon Malone will check in. You got Smith, you got Malone, you got Walker, you got shooters in here.
You got shooters. This is your shooting group right here, and you have to convert.
Yep. And boy, Quartermeyer down the stretch in the second half. He's the factor.
He's their X factor. Absolutely, he's the difference maker here right now.
Yep. Brady got it. So Mountain Lions got their work cut out for him. Malone to Ross.
There it is.
Drives inside, gets the bucket. Timeout, UCCS. 1:09 on the clock. And Jeff, it's 78-71. If you're UCCS, you're looking at getting a steal down here and getting another quick bucket.
Well, it's going to happen. They're going to have to force the turnover. Right now, though, things are just seem to be working for the Mines' way. I mean, they're looking really good and solid. And, you know, through that barren land of the end of the second and into the first 10 minutes of the second half, I should say, Heath and company kind of carried it there. But Quartermeyer, this last 10 minutes, on fire. That's a hard answer. We come down with a bucket here, a bucket there, but when you're getting every aspect of the game, and he's blocking shots, he's converting free throws, he's making, underneath baskets, 2-point high percentage, he's a tough one to stop. That could be the difference in the game right there.
Well said.
I'm just not sure if we're going to be able to surmount that.
Here we go. Down to the finish. Press defense. Ambush.
Oh, there you
go. And a great play by Justin Smith.
Going for the ball.
He's going to be a foul.
Mode.
Great effort.
Yeah.
By Justin Smith. Walker checks back in.
Real good hustle.
And I like that old saying about effort. ETNA, Etna. Effort takes no ability.
Yep.
A minute remains in this contest. And Jake Heath, the sophomore, hits his first. Malone and Walker and McDonald will check out. Tough night. I mean, Mountain Lions were right there all night long, just couldn't close the gap.
Yeah, couldn't close it, and
but Mines did great shooting.
Testament to the Mines. Great teamwork, great bench play.
Ross to Malone. Pulls up. It's off. Walker. Back to Smith. Nope. Ellers will come down with it. Press defense. 49.7. You know, it's one of those nights where you're playing a team that's on a 9-game skid and they're fighting for their life.
Yeah, and it's one of those things we said at the beginning of the show. Dangerous trap game potential, and it has surfaced.
When you got a team with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things haven't gone their way, and they're looking to turn things around.
No, and they're slowly getting healthy.
Yep.
But, yeah, they're scrappy. They're out there. And you know what? All the credit to them. They're passing well, capitalizing on their free throw. Shooting is fantastic tonight, except for that one.
Right. So here we go. Malone.
Nope.
Off the back of the rim. No good. Under 40 seconds. Anastasi to Heath. To Findler. And they're going to have to foul. That's Walker on Heath. And he'll go to the line again. Jake Heath, good shooter. Melbourne, Australia, 6'1" guard, sophomore. Boy, kid has a nice touch shooting.
Yeah, definitely.
Got them both. So Ross pulls up off the rim. Fought for. Rebound. Hard Rockers. Fiddler to Heath. They're going to try to hang on to it here and just play keep away. 15 seconds. Under 10. And folks, this one is in the books. It's final. The men's game here in Colorado Springs, the UCCS Mountain Lions, the home team, they drop a tough one, 83-71 to the South Dakota Mines Hard Rockers. George Holden along with Jeff King, the second game of a doubleheader here tonight. Both teams fought hard, the women's earlier and the men's. Both teams dropped tough losses, but what we've seen before is these teams will win both games at home on Friday and then lose on Saturday. There could be a reverse scenario coming up tomorrow night. But again, this is South Dakota Mines team coming in with a 9-game win streak, chip on their shoulder, nothing to lose, looking for answers to turn things around, and they land on the line, and they had a good game plan and find a way to get it done here.
Well, and that's exactly right. The 9-game losing streak works on you in one of two ways. You either pack up and go home, or you just throw out the kitchen sink and you go after it. And that's exactly what they did tonight. Not only did they do the small things right, but their rebounding was superior again. Their points, their high percentage shooting was fantastic. You got great contributions from their top three, and Ehlers and Brady, but let's not end Heath. I was thinking he was going to factor in a little bit more tonight. Not needed, though. Everybody else stepped up. And then let's think about Kortemeyer. Holy smokes.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Is that the X factor there down the stretch for them? Absolutely. And again, hitting on all cylinders, every aspect of the game, especially in the final 10 minutes. He was fantastic down low. And here's another thing. For that head coach to take the reins at halftime, adjust accordingly defensively, stifling to UCCS. So they really did what they had to do. And, they also had the mental edge because, hey, we beat UCCS is what they're thinking. We handled them at home. We're getting healthier. Let's take it to them here. We should take this one. And they showed it. They showed tonight that they are a very good team. And that's what I love about the RMAC. RMAC across the board, so much good parity, good teams on any given night. And tonight was the Mines night.
Well said. And Isaac Kortemeyer, to me, I agree with you. He was the factor in tonight's win for South Dakota Mines for the Hard Rockers. 6'8" forward out of Rapid City, South Dakota, the freshman. The old saying says, feed the horse. And they fed him underneath, and he made the majority of his shots, made the most of it. When he went to the line, he's hit his shots. Yeah. But to me, what stands out in my mind, Jeff, for South Dakota Mines, great team shooting.
Great team
overall,
shooting.
Everybody shot the ball well.
You absolutely did. And, both ends of the court, the rebounding was superior. And I thought Bork had a great game for UCCS in boxing out to make that change to where we clawed back within 2 points. But let me tell you, adjustments were made. The hot hand came in. Kortemeyer, here he is again. And he's making it happen down here with the block shot, a turnaround, transition game, all Mines down the stretch, and they made the free throws count. UCCS, I think we missed a few, and we just didn't look as hungry. But, again, like we said, on any given night in the RMAC, fun things happen. Tonight it was fun for the Mines, not so much for UCCS.
Yep. Well, I'm George Holden, he's Jeff King, and that's it for tonight. 83-71 the final. South Dakota Mines, the Hard Rockers, they take it over UCCS. UCCS was on a 4-game win streak. They'll drop this one, but they will be back here tomorrow night. Another doubleheader. Black Hills State will be here. We will tip off women's game, 5:30, men's game at 7:30. I have 2 different broadcasters partnering with me tomorrow night. Jeff King has the night off. Wait and see. Hope you had as much fun as we did here at UCCS in Colorado Springs, the Lions Den. Well, that's going to do it for everybody here. A quick shout out for Angie, for Ben, Sarah, Michelle, Garrett, Carlton, Lily, Michael, and Josh, the media squad. Great job here at UCCS. Folks, have a fun and safe Friday night. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Tip off at 5:30 for more doubleheader basketball. This is a special presentation of the RMAC NCAA Division II basketball. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.